Welcome back to AM Live. Now, most children learn music on conventional instruments such as the piano, guitar or violin, but Singaporean Katryna Tan chose something more unique. She plays the harp.
I guess you could say she chose well because she's still playing it, and this year marks Katryna's 10th year as a harpist, and she's celebrating the milestone with a concert, Dance of an Angel. Good morning, Katryna. Great to have you on the show with us.
Good morning.
Let me start by asking you, the harp's not a very common instrument, certainly not in Singapore. So how did you get involved with playing it?
I guess I was very lucky. My parents they love music very much, so they introduced us to many instruments when I was younger. So I first tried the piano and the violin, and the harp was my third instrument. And I liked it very much, and I kept going on and on. So here I am today.
What was it about the harp that attracted you?
I guess the looks of it. It's very attractive, the look, and also I think especially the sound. The sound is very beautiful, and it touches my heart somehow, especially when I play. So I think that's attracted me to it.
Was it difficult finding a teacher to...
Yes, it was extremely difficult. At that time when I was still young, it was there's no harp teachers in this region. Right. There was only one harp teacher from England who was playing with the Singapore Symphony Orchestra then, so I was in Malaysia, so I had to travel during the school holidays to come and learn the instrument. And when I was in Australia after that, even then in Australia there were few harp teachers. So for me to go for lessons, I was studying in the University of New South Wales.
Right.
But for me to look for my harp teacher, I had to travel 2 hours by train, bus, train and bus again.
Wow.
So that was, it's always...
Real dedication.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen these days, does it?
They've
got you here in Singapore, but it's more common now?
Yes, it's becoming more common all around the world, and even in Southeast Asia. Yeah.
Let's talk a bit about your concert. Do they have special meaning to you, the songs that you're playing?
For this concert, I've chosen some of my favorite composers. I wanted to showcase the harp, how it has touched my heart in different ways. You know, there are different moods in the music that brings out to it. And so I had Piazzolla, which is he has a slow and fast tango. And then I have a series of Spanish pieces that I really, really love. And I included my good friends, Natasha and Cindy, who are violinists and cellists, who has been playing with me for many, many concerts. And there's something special is I invited Ramu, he's a percussionist, very talented percussionist, to perform a set of pieces. It's a Latin island pieces, so we have Latin dancers playing on the harp and percussion. This is the first time we do it in Singapore, so it's going to be really exciting.
Wow, really varied, and different styles as well with the harp that you can play. It's quite a versatile instrument, isn't it? What are some of the styles that you play on the harp?
Of course, there's classical music. You can also, play more like tangos, I told you, and some Spanish pieces, some even Chinese pieces if you like. Pop songs you can also arrange on the harp. So there's many, many things you can do with it.
Well, maybe we can get you to give us a demonstration of the different styles that you can play.
Okay, perhaps. I'll give you a short demo. First on this little harp. There's something more familiar to everyone. Yeah. So this is a little Chinese tune that I think most people will know.
My dad will really like that one. Teresa Teng.
Yeah, that's right.
And another style on the quite a large instrument.
Yes, this is the bigger version of it. I'll just play La Paloma on it for you.
Is it heavy?
Not really. It's just big.
amazing. Very romantic instrument, isn't it?
Yeah.
Setting the mood here in the studio this morning.
Has the harp scene evolved in Singapore over the last 15 years? Are a lot more people playing now?
Yes, there's a lot more people playing now. When I started off, there were only a handful. Now we have lots of students and people playing. I even have students who have come back from different countries, from England and from France and from Australia. And we have a whole group of students who are performing regularly. I just brought them to France earlier this year. And you will see more of them at the end of this year in November, because we hold a harp festival every 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So they get together and we perform, and we also invite guests from overseas. So it's happening.
Wow, so I guess harp and travel kind of go hand in hand, don't they?
Yes.
Traveling with bulky instruments. So let me ask you as well, when you started out yourself as a harpist, was it always your intention to become professional?
No, it was not. I was actually training to be an interior architecture.
Oh, really?
Yes, and harp music was just my hobby. But, you know, people asked me to concentrate on my studies, but I really, really loved it. So I decided to find a teacher in Australia. And I continued learning it, and it was doing quite well, and I got opportunities to perform. And that's when I felt, you know, I like doing this.
What are some misconceptions about playing the harp? I mean, why don't more people play the harp? It's such a beautiful sounding instrument.
I guess it's there's no misconceptions, I think. I think it's just that it's less accessible in the past.
Right.
Yeah, so most people will, you know, they don't have a teacher, so you can learn. And you don't go to a shop and you see a harp and you can just buy a harp. It's less, you know, it's less popular in that way. So it's changing.
How common is it to be included in an orchestra?
Normally in an orchestra, there's only one harp compared to the whole orchestra, in maximum 2, and you know, only in rare occasions you have about 3.
Wow, okay.
It's interesting because you said that you started out with the violin and the piano and lots of different other instruments. I'm just curious to know why was it you felt so attached to the harp as opposed to all the other instruments that you played?
I suppose, you know, the harp is more unique, so you feel a bit more special when you're playing it.
The one person in the orchestra playing the harp.
Yeah, I guess part of the reason is that, and the other reason, you know, I feel good playing it, and when I play it, I can reach. It connects with me, and I can reach out to people. And I guess that's something, you know, you find that's your niche, and that's what's special to you. So you continue doing it.
Well, having played the other instruments, I mean, how do you compare it? Is it more difficult or easier, or?
I think every instrument has their own challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the challenges of this is, of course, its size. You have to move it around.
Yes.
Technically wise, you know, we have 7 pedals.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so that is, and you have to look after your fingers and then your pedals. So that is challenging for coordination.
Yeah, you're definitely using your whole body, aren't you, when
yes,
you're playing the instrument?
Yes.
Now, you're a harp ambassador of sorts for Malaysia. Can you tell us what's involved in that?
I wouldn't dare to call myself that, but I think for the past few years, I have been working hard to introduce the instrument more to people both in Singapore and Malaysia. So I've been performing a lot, teaching a lot. So I've been, you know, in the harp scene quite a bit. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much indeed for joining us on the show this morning. It's been great listening to you. In the studio with us, harpist Katryna Tan. The concert marking her 10 years as a performing harpist takes place on August 12th at the Esplanade.
And you can visit the SISTIC website for ticketing details. And on that note, it's a wrap for us this Monday, the 30th of July. We'll be back tomorrow for another exciting lineup for you, plus, of course, your daily dose of world and business news.
But we're not going to let Katryna go before she plays another song for us. So here's Katryna with a jazz number. Enjoy. Thank you very much.
You can play another one if you want. I think this will, yeah, I think we